There are times when you are going to be physically and mentally defeated. Things are going to go wrong in your life, but what you need to do is just go on and move forward. Don't look back. Just move forward. We all go through something in our lives. What matters is what we do about it. And Gabby Thomas has been no stranger to life's hardship. She was at the top of her game, just inches closer to glory, when it all came crashing down. When Gabby Thomas pulled her hamstring during her training in 2022, everything changed. She was never the same again. This is the story of track and field's rising star, Gabby Thomas. Watch the video as we uncover the truth. Gabrielle Lisa Thomas was born on December 7, 1996, in Atlanta, Georgia. Her parents, African-American mother Jennifer Randall and Jamaican father Desmond Thomas, have been the powerhouse of her dreams. When her mother moved to Massachusetts to teach at the University of Massachusetts, Thomas and her family settled in Florence, where she first started playing softball and soccer. There was something about sports and athletics that she was deeply fond of. It was not long before she joined the track and field team at the Williston Northampton School. Allison Felix was her first inspiration to run. Thomas remembers being a young child watching Felix blaze through on the television at her grandmother's house. That is when she knew what she always wanted. Gabby Thomas was always a genius. She graduated from Harvard University, studying neurobiology and global health as an undergraduate. Later on, she completed her master in a degree in epidemiology at the University of Texas Health Science Center at Houston. Thomas has expressed a personal connection to the field of neurobiology, citing her twin brother's ADHD and her younger brother's autism as the driving factors behind her interest. In her own words to The Undefeated, she mentioned, "Both of my brothers drew me to neurobiology." Gabby Thomas was never ordinary. She always meant for something more, and she knew it. Thomas came into the track and field spotlight when she was running for Harvard University. It was unusual. Graduates from Harvard typically went on to become presidents, senators, and humanitarian public figures, but never runners. Gabby was running after something no other Harvard graduate has, the record of being the fastest woman on earth. Whilst running for Harvard, Thomas attended and bagged 22 conference titles in just 3 years of athletics. She even set school and Ivy League records in the 100 meters, 200 meters, and the indoor 60 meters. At Harvard, she was named the Ivy League's most outstanding track performer in 2017 and 2018. Thomas was good, but she still needed to reach her full potential. Her life completely changed in 2018 when she signed a contract with New Balance and turned professional, foregoing her last year of collegiate eligibility. After graduating from Harvard, Thomas moved to Austin, Texas to be trained by Tanya Buford-Bailey, 1996 Olympic bronze medalist. The Buford-Bailey Track Club was the only training groups of black women, led by a black woman coach in the U.S. But 2020 proved challenging for Thomas. She was provisionally suspended for 3 whereabouts failures. Thomas was not accepting her fate just yet. She submitted new evidence to invalidate one failure, which eventually led to her being completely cleared. Despite this, 2021 proved to be the biggest challenge of Thomas's life. The year started with Gabby facing a health scare when a liver tumor was discovered via an MRI, but it turned out to be benign. Gabby was emotional. "I remember telling God, I was like, if I'm healthy, I'm going to go out and win trials." Lucky enough for her, she was able to represent the United States in the 200-meter race at the postponed 2020 Tokyo Olympics. This is where Gabby Thomas rose to fame. She finished third while Elaine Thompson Herah took the gold home, but Thomas's performance was outstanding on the track. But the best was yet to come. At the United States Olympic trials in June 2021, Thomas achieved a remarkable time of 21.61 seconds, which was the second fastest ever at the time, only surpassed by Florence Griffth Joyner's world record. Gabby was impressed, but she knew she had to set even higher standards. In March of 2022, Gabby achieved the impossible at Texas Relays. She set the fastest ever season opener time in the 200-meter sprint by a female athlete. She clocked 21.69 seconds, although it was wind-assisted. Her celebration was not even cold when tore her hamstring. Just weeks before the USATF Championships in June, Gabby Thomas was never the same again. Her injury led her to finish 8th in the 200-meter final, causing her to miss qualification for the World Championships in Eugene, Oregon, held in July. After training day and night, Gabby Thomas has returned in 2023 to once again claim her spot. She returned to the Texas Invitational in Austin and achieved a significant personal record in the 400 meters with a time of 49.68 seconds, surpassing her previous personal best of 51:15 seconds from May 2021. 2023 is turning out to be her redemption year. On July 9th, she became the U.S. national champion in the women's 200-meter sprint. The real head-turning moment came for Thomas when she won a silver medal in the 2023 World Athletics Championships in the 200 meters, clocking a time of 21.81 seconds. Gabby Thomas finished ahead of her USA teammate, Shacarri Richardson, 21.92 seconds. On top of this, she was also part of Team USA in the women's 4x100-meter relay final, and they won gold with a championship record time of 41.03 seconds. Her teammates in this relay were Tamari Davis, Twanisha Terry, and Shacarri Richardson. In the women's 200-meter records of all time, Gabby Thomas is placed at number 4, just below Elaine Thompson Herah. It seems that Gabby Thomas is finding her groove back on the track. Let's see how the rest of the year unfolds for the star. Now, this is a very exclusive club of female sprinters because only 4 female runners have run under 21.70 second mark in the history of track and field. Off the field, Thomas is in a relationship with Spencer McMains, who has a background in athletics, specifically football. During his years at Yale University from 2013 to 2016, Spencer McMains was a varsity football player, where he played in the position of an offensive back for the Yale Bulldogs team. Gabby is a big believer in a good night's sleep. She believes that resting properly at night makes you powerful. She wrote a paper on the subject as part of her recently completed master's degree from the University of Texas. The paper takes a look at racial disparities in sleep disorders and evaluates sleep epidemiology among Black Americans. Wherever Gabby Thomas is, you are assured that she is always well rested because she said, "I do prioritize my sleep so that I can be one of the best runners in the world." Gabby is still in awe of her performance at the Olympic trials. She often says, "I am still in shock. I cannot believe I put up that time. I'm going to set higher goals." Being a rising star is never easy. All eyes are fixated on Gabby Thomas for the coming season to see how she performs. Will she be able to surpass all runners and claim the top spot? Will she be the one to surpass Florence Griffth Joyner's record? These are questions that often follow her around. As the pressure builds up, so does her motivation to be great. We wish Gabby Thomas all the best for her future.